Hey, this is Ray Highway, and I just want to give you guys a quick update. I realized I was making a big mistake. I was a very bad daddy. These plants that I have down in my basement and the ones upstairs weren't doing so great. I was wondering why. I had been watering them with this jug, which releases a spray, and just on the top of each of these plants. And I thought that was enough, but they're getting so big that they're really going through water right now. So what happened is all these guys started dropping leaves like crazy, and here's all the leaves that I took off. They were just dropping, and I was like, what the heck's wrong with this thing? Well, I figured it out, and whoops, I started doing a new method of watering for my plants. I have all these white bins, and I was watering the plants individually through these peat pots, and that was kind of stupid of me now that I think about it, where I could have just been pouring the water in and letting the peat pots and the soil soak up the water for the plant. So that's what I'm doing now to all my plants. And these looked awful about 5 hours ago, and now they're actually, this is great. They're standing up well on their own. They're nice and firm again, and I was getting concerned. I was really worried I was going to lose these guys, but actually they all look like they came back really well. So yay, I'm happy. And this one isn't doing too bad either. It looks pretty good. Nice and staying nice and tiny. That should be interesting. And my cucumbers. Is that what these are? Oh, these are my zucchini. They're coming along pretty good. They actually didn't mind the drought, but I fed them some water today. Again, just in the bucket, and to let the water soak up through the peat pots. And I'm seeing the early formation of flowers, which is kind of scary because these aren't really going out into the garden for about another month, and I really was trying to keep them in these smaller peat pots, and that's kind of happening with a lot of my stuff. So I'm kind of getting a little overgrown, and well, we're just gonna have to keep our fingers crossed and play it by ear. But my lettuce, my hydroponic lettuce, is really kicking butt. It looks so delicious. This really not a bad thing I can say about these, except for that one, which was a learning curve. I cut it too short, and it didn't come back. This one, it's coming back nicely. It's a tiny cute one. But these leaves, you can't beat this stuff. It's really coming back really nice after each trimming it. I've had lettuce here for 3 or 4 weeks now. And let's go into my hydroponic garden. These tomatoes are coming up really nice. I actually got a double over here. This is my Roma plant. I have some over here as well. So there and here. And then let's see, I have some over here as well. Geez, I have to thin these out yet again. And then here's my other Roma plant, and then there's a whole bunch of tomatoes. I don't know if the reflection's kind of getting me. And there's some lettuce there too, so hopefully you can see those tomatoes as well. The lettuce in here is doing phenomenal. I keep cutting back and using the basil, and even my curly basil, my curly parsley is doing really well. There's some cherry tomatoes. Those are supposed to be the super sweet 100s. But that plant, it came up, it was looking really great, but the tomatoes on it just don't look that good. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And here's my other super sweet 100 plant. It's got some tomatoes on here already. If you can peek through and see. I'm trying to show you. There you go. So there's several cherries on that. But the big thing that I'm really happy about right now is my jalapeno plants. I just trimmed these down the other day to make them a little more bushy rather than high, just because I don't have a lot of vertical space. But I mean, I've got, they're all flowering now, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, I think I counted like 9 jalapenos today and this morning, and I'm really psyched about that. I can't wait to see how these guys turn out, because these I actually pollinated with my finger, going from flower to flower. The tomatoes I kind of let pollinate on their own, so I think maybe that's why I have a couple of weird ones in the back. Maybe I should have been pollinating those as well. But that's my update. There's my lettuce. And I guess that's it for today. Bye.